Scripture reading from God's holy word. Proverbs chapter 1. The Proverbs of Solomon, son of David, king of Israel. Verse 2. For attaining wisdom and discipline, for understanding, words of insight. Verse 3. For acquiring disciplined and prudent life, doing what is right and just and fair. Verse 4. For giving prudence to the simple, knowledge and discretion, to the young. Verse 5, let the wise listen and add to their learning, and let the discerning get guidance. Verse 6, for understanding proverbs and parables, the sayings and riddles of the wise. Verse 7, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, but fools despise wisdom and discipline. Verse 8, listen, my son, to your father's instruction, and do not forsake your mother's teaching. Verse 9, there will be a garland to grace your head and a chain to adorn, your neck. Verse 10, my son, if sinners entice you, do not give in to them. Verse 11, if they come and say, come along with us, let's lie and wait for someone's blood. Let's wail in some harmless soul. Verse 12, let's swallow them alive like the grave, and whole like those who go down to the pit. Verse 13, we will get all sorts of valuable things and fill our houses with plunder. Verse 14, throw in your lot with us, and we will share a common purse. Verse 15, my son, do not go along with them. Do not set foot in their paths. Verse 16, for their feet rush into sin. They are swift to shed blood. Verse 17, how useless to spread a net in full view of all the birds. Verse 18, these men lie in wait, for their blood. They wayland only themselves. Verse 19, such is the end of all who go after ill-gotten gain. It takes away the lives of those who get it. Verse 20, wisdom calls aloud in the street. She raises her voice in the public squares. Verse 21, at the head of the noisy streets, she cries out. In the gateways of the city, she makes her speech. Verse 22, how long will you, simple ones, love your simple ways? How long will, mockers delight in mockery, and fools hate knowledge? Verse 23, if you had responded my rebuke, I would have poured out my heart to you and made my thoughts known to you. Verse 24, but since you reject me when I called, and no one give heed when I stretch out my hand. Verse 25, since you ignored my advice, I would not accept my rebuke. Verse 26, I in turn will laugh at your disaster. I will mock when calamity overtakes you. Verse 27, when calamity overtakes you like a storm, when disaster sweeps over you like a whirlwind, when distress and trouble overwhelm you. Verse 28, then, they will call to me, but I will not answer. They will look for me, but not find me. Verse 29, since they hated knowledge, think about that, and they did not choose to fear the Lord. Did you hear that? Verse 30, since they would not accept my advice and are spurned my rebuke, verse 31, they will eat the fruit of their ways and will be filled with the fruit of their schemes. Verse 32, For the waywardness of the simple will kill them, and the complacency of the fools will destroy them. Verse 33. But whoever listens to me will live in safety and be at ease without fear of harm. Proverbs chapter 1.